Hey you guys, welcome to my Venus through sign series. This is for Venus in Virgo. So if in your birth chart Venus is sitting in a sign of Virgo, this is for you. I've already explained to you how to find your Venus. Sorry, and I left a video about that. It's in the description box below. Now this can also apply to those of you that have Virgo as your 7th house as well. So I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some clarity. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. I have the central issue, heart of the matter, as the 6 of Pentacles, Justice, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, the Emperor, and the 4 of Wands. Venus in Virgo. I'm seeing a possible engagement or marriage for some of you. Some of my lucky viewers, everybody can't be single now. Something's going on where it looks like there is a marriage. There is a union of souls. I see a soul contract here. I feel like 2 people are agreeing, maybe exchanging vows with one another. I'm also getting like a merge of something. There's some sort of merger. Now this could be the marriage of 2 businesses. It could also be the merger of 2 people who are entrepreneurs. I am seeing, I do see the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles, but I'm not really getting like that third love triangle vibe. I'm not getting that. Excuse me. I don't know what your situation is. Maybe somebody on there is going to be like, yeah, he's a cheater and blah, blah, blah. It's not a marriage for me. I be trying to say positive shit sometimes. And somebody always want to be like, not my situation. They're like typing all in. He's an asshole. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. That's not the part I was getting. But, this is another situation where I'm not yet anyway. I'm getting like positive energy, like this is a good thing. If it is like a love triangle, this is one of those situations where everybody's on board. This is team polyamory, team polygamy. It's like everybody knows one another. They're like, we all love each other. Maybe everyone has their own. It doesn't mean that everybody's living up under the same roof, but there are different type of polyamorous relationships that you can have. Everybody has to set their own rules and regulations to what makes them feel happy and comfortable. If people can't agree to it, then it's like, okay, well, this ain't the poly union for me. So if it is like a poly situation, everybody's happy. You guys are happy. Yeah, the sun is shining. Everybody feels like they get to spend private time with whoever they're with. Maybe it's not even, maybe it's more than just a 3-person relationship. Maybe it's swingers. You guys are swingers. It's a swinging couple. Or it's a polyamorous relationship where it's 4 people involved. Whatever the case, if it is a multi-union, people are happy. I don't see any complaints. You all put some shit on paper. You guys talked about it for a long time. You're like, look, this is what I need to keep the peace. This is what I need to be happy. Everybody put their thoughts into how it should go. Someone drew out a plan. They gave all the scenarios. What are we going to do if this happens? What are we going to do if that happens? All of this was drawn up, talked about, discussed, and finally came to some sort of compromise or agreement. It's like, I'm happy. I like it. We're all happy. Yeah, this works. This all works. Everyone's happy. Now, that's not for everybody, but some of you, it is about either swingers or the polys. I'm also getting, though, that if this is just that one-on-one relationship, people are wishing you well. Like, you are being protected. You're doing something to protect yourself by law, but I also see this as a guardian over your life here. Like, this is your higher self, and maybe they're instructing you intuitively, spiritually, but I do feel like this is protection over your life here. This is your home, your job, your friends, your family. All of that is being seen from a bird's eye view. If you have just made some sort of contractual business agreement, I still feel like it was a fair agreement. You will receive fair compensation. Even if it's a situation where you were trying to get like a huge amount of something, if it's a lawsuit or something, and you were like, I want this amount. It's like you're trying to get like $10 million. The judge is like, look, $4 million is fair. And you think about it, you're like, I guess I could work with $4 million. Hell yeah, you can. So whatever this situation is, it's like, you know, well, okay, that's fair. I can work with that. It could be a divorce, but I don't get it. I get it more so of a union of people rather than a separation of people. If you have been going through a divorce, then this is coming to some sort of amicable agreement with you and your ex. You know, you guys have agreed on who gets the home, who gets visitation, who gets the pets, the cars. All of that stuff has been divvied up to a fair agreement here. Also, if those of you that are like, I'm so single, I see an arranged union, something that will evolve into an arranged marriage. So someone is a mediator and they're unaware, they're blind, they're unaware that by them introducing you to somebody is going to change or alter your lives. So someone is introducing you, they're like, here, meet my friend so-and-so. You guys start off as friends. Maybe you're both single parents. You're like, I have children, or I have children too. Or, you guys are just like spending time with the family. Come to my house, All of a sudden you guys are like moving in together. Something is definitely going up to the next level. This is moving on to the next phase. This is phase 2. Time to move on to phase 2. We've established phase 1. Let's move on to phase 2. We have a nice foundation established here. So even if this is just where, you're like, I still don't have a love interest, I feel like before the month is out, a family member is going to introduce you to someone that you're going to hit it off with. Maybe it's a double date. Maybe you were third wheel and they were like, you got to meet our friend, or you got to meet my sister. You got to meet this person. I feel like it has something to do with families combining, or because of family, you meet the love of your life. Oh, I'm sorry. I kind of lost train of thought. If it's a love interest, like I was saying, before the month is out, I also feel like something goes from having a crush on somebody to making it known and going out on your first date. It's like, okay, it's been established that we're mutually attracted to one another. The next step is for us to go out on a date with each other. And you guys are going to hit it off. You're getting involved with someone too, ladies, who's a family man. Someone is really going to be good with your children. They're going to fit in with the family really well. This person may also be careful though, because this person may also want more family. So this also looks like an addition to the family, something usually like a baby, you know. Now, it could be too that they have their own children, like I said, and you guys are just blending your families together and you become a step parent. But this person does have parenting on the mind and they might want another baby. Those of you that are in relationships where there's an age difference, know that. If you're 40 something, you know, maybe you're dealing with someone who's in their 20s or in their early 30s, they might want another child. Same thing if you're 50, you know, although didn't somebody 50 just have, how old is Janet Jackson? We're going to have to keep using her. Now, of course, if you don't want a child, luckily there's a lot of compromising cards out. So you guys are going to be able to compromise with that because someone feels like they have met their soulmate and they're willing to compromise something that they desire or want to make you happy, and you do the same for them. This person too has been planning on it for a while. They've been watching you. It's almost like this person made up their mind a long time ago that you were the love of their life, or you were the person that they wanted to come for. As soon as they feel settling their divorce or fairly taking a separation from whoever they were with, they're coming for you. Now, like I was saying earlier too, I definitely see this as business, merging of business, becoming an entrepreneur, leaving your 9-to-5 and starting your own business. That's coming too. So I see here that someone is going to be giving you a lot of attention. I feel that you feel as if you can be yourself around this person. There's just this sense of happiness. If you're in a relationship already, something's going on where your relationship is undergoing changes. I do see some sort of ending, but I really feel like these are positive changes. Something's happening. The relationship is undergoing some sort of deep transformation where you're forever changed. But it's for the best here. It's so that this new burst of energy can come into place. Now, too, this looks like the birth of a child. So that's what I'm saying. That's why your lives are forever changed. Just like say goodbye to, you know, free time, because this child is going to need all of your attention. If this is moving out of one home, it's like you sold your home. Now you're moving and establishing a new home somewhere else. Some of you also may be renewing your wedding vows. Now the only other thing, it does look like there could be disappointment with something. Now this could be past energies, like you lost a child in the past and you're afraid that the same thing can happen. Try not to worry about that. Stay optimistic. Now, maybe too, like I said, this is something that already happened. Like you're grieving about something that you lost in the past. This also could be about you having to pay respects to someone who crossed over already. Excuse me. So it's like the celebration, or something's being ushered out. Going back to business, I definitely see the birth of a new business, the birth of an empire, but not without saying goodbye to how things used to be. So I mentioned this in, I think, the Venus and Leo video, where you had to change your business name or something that maybe you were holding on to, and you're having to let that go. Someone is moving on. Now, for some of you, it could be a breakup. Someone is finally moving on from somebody and moving in towards a new relationship. Hopefully, you are the one enjoying your new relationship. I mean, I'd rather it be you than you being happy than the person looking and grieving about having moved on. But it could too be like someone feeling like they made a mistake and lost you to someone else. And they're like, wow, they really moved on without me. You know, so someone might be grieving over the fact that they lost you while you have moved on and started a new life. It's like you got a family, somebody's looking at your social media and they're like, damn, they had a baby on me and man, I missed out or I messed up. Yeah, you guys are meeting somebody. Like this must be, Gemini must be the month for people finding new love or something, or establishing relationships. Like I'm seeing one relationship die out and another one beginning here. People are finding happiness. People are finding their true loves, their long lost loves. They're finding connections. This could be a situation where someone is like, where have you been my whole life? I've been waiting for you. I feel like both of these people have been out waiting, looking patiently. And now it's there. Now it's happening. Someone also had like some sort of trust issues too. The person that you may be connecting with romantically could have some sort of trust issues where they were hurt in the past. So maybe it took them a while to open up, but once they saw that they could trust you, they listened to their intuition, or maybe this is you listening to your intuition and you're like, I think this person would be good for me. Maybe someone wanted an answer. Maybe they were ready to take the relationship to the next step. And it's like, let me think about it because I was burned before. You know, I got burned before this, not to, say that you're going to do the same thing, but let me think about it. So I feel like you kind of go into isolation to really get some clarity, to really focus on your relationships and what you want. And you're making some sort of practical decision. You're like, you know what, this makes sense on a romantic and a practical level. This is the responsible thing for me to do. You might be connecting with someone who you feel is a good nurturer, someone who's good with money, someone who is just overall going to be a responsible person. There could be earth and water energies blending, or it's like earth and water, like someone gives life to something that was dead. So whoever is like the earth energy, that's kind of like that dry energy. And then the water energy, when you put water on dry earth, it turns to mud, and you can form it and start working with it. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on. This is something that is workable. Sometimes you can, like, you pour water on concrete and it's just like, it's not happening. Like, it's still just concrete. It's not becoming moist. It's not doing anything. But this has the potential. This still has something where you can work with it. So this is a person that you can work with. It's a business you can work with. All right, so I hope that has resonated. I hope it helps. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.